Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for today's video. I wanted to talk to you today about becoming abundant and the art of manifesting. So let's jump in. I'm going to go over the art of manifesting too, because I want to talk about that. So in that, anything that you do to make change is going to be needing a fertile heart. Your mind and your heart's got to be in the right place, and you have to be on the right pathway, meaning you want to be balanced or working on these balances, balancing your life simultaneously, or whatever. It can happen simultaneously. Usually that's the case when you're working on abundance, but you're not going to look at it like abundance. You're going to be looking at it like just being your better self. So you want to make decisions on what do you want out of life and what do you not want out of life. And that way you can kind of tell the Lord, this is what I want out of life, or this is what I don't want out of life. These are the desires of my heart that I know of. You should have a pretty good idea of what you have as far as expectations of what you want to be like, what you want to be, what you want to receive, and how you want to live. So that's going to be your vision. And it says, without vision, my people perish, it talks about, because without a vision, that's your trajectory of where you're going. That's your target. And that has to be righteous as well. You can't have a vision that's corrupt and be thinking that God's going to bring it into fruition. And you can't do it using corrupt ways, like stealing, thieving, lying, cheating, and expect for it to come into fruition. So you have to be first on your right path and willing to change, to make changes, to be liquid to some degree. Because what's going to happen is you're going to tell the Lord what you want, and while you're working on your self-growth. Because this will come up. You're going to start manifesting different things, or you're going to also go through things. And when you go through things, you're going to be like, man, this sucks. But it does get better. It does change. You do elevate. You do get stronger in that area as your spiritual muscle increases. And you get to a point where you'll be relentless. As long as it's relentless in the allowing God to move, regardless of whatever people out here, the naysayers, want to say and do. Screw them. But what you don't want to do is wait on what you hope to happen, or before we do something. You don't want to wait for something. I hope that this happens so then I can do this. Or maybe when I get this much money, I'll be able to do that. Or when they get arrested, I'll be able to go here, whatever. And we've all done it. It's just a work in progress. How it's best to look at it is what you want and what you don't want, and to allow God to know as you're working on yourself. And you don't want to be in a position of waiting. Nothing should keep you waiting, because if you're going to be held back, then God's going to either have somebody come in or provide a way for there to be a pathway out. Regardless if people want to obey or disobey, they'll either be put down, moved out the way, put in prison, or lose everything, get sick, whatever. If you're in alignment with God and you're supposed to be doing something somewhere else, and you have fulfilled all the details in your covenant contract with God to do that, and it's because some evildoer is put in your path to divert, and you already did all of what you need to do, God will move them, y'all. He will move them. And if you need help, he'll bring it. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, God will finish the job. You don't want to act, and I've done this, but you don't want to act in a place of stasis. Stasis is not where God is. He's always moving. You want to always be moving because you're alive. Live beings and creatures, they have to move. They have to breathe and walk and think and meditate and rest, but it's all a movement. With a narcissist, you are just stopped. You're regressing. You're depleting. You're going in. You're cringing. You're anxious. I mean, it's like horrible, but that's how it happens. And that's because they take all the fruit from you and they toss all this evil on you, all their evil emotions and deeds and their desires. They throw it all on you, and you become a big sinful, crappy person. But until you decide you're going to be who you were truly called out to be, whatever the case, live your life with gratitude and always find the lesson, because there's going to be a lesson. You may not like it, but in that there is a lesson. And also in that, when you let God know your vision of what you want to happen or occur, or how you want it to look for you. A basic idea. You're going to go through a series of tests that are going to test you to get you prepared for that, or to get you ready for that. Are you able to hang on to that once you get it? Once you get it in your grasp, are you going to lose it all to the narcissist again? So you're going to be tested in many ways. One, you're going to have to cut all contracts and covenants with toxicity. And you're going to be tested with the narcissist, for instance, whether you're going to go back to him or not. And you're going to have to cut those contracts, covenants, and consents and things like that with everybody that's toxic. Everything that's, a lot of things that are going to be toxic. You're not going to be perfect. I hate that. Nobody's going to be perfect. But our goal is to sharpen up these areas and to be more holy, And it's got to be good for all humanity, whatever decisions that you make. It can't be like, oh, I'm going to build this to destroy those people, but we're going to be doing better. That's not how it works. You're not going to get blessed or anything. And then you also have to find some sort of passion. What is your passion? Everybody has a God-given passion, and the passion is to be abundant, but it could be anything to help others, but it should help others. Don't worry about making a profit. Just continue to dive into it. I mean, this will be something that will, for a lot of us, will start out on the side. It's a passion. It's something that you do regardless if you get paid or not. And that's why it's got to be a passion, a God-given passion. Passions come from inside. They come from who you are, and God births it in you. And it's got to be a passion, because a passion is something that you won't give up on. It don't matter who comes at you or what they try to do or what they do, or if they cut off your money or if they don't. You're going to do it. You're relentless. And there's no change in what you're going to do into your fruition. It's going to happen. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. God will clear a pathway. He will provide provision for anything that you have to do for him to do in your life. And it's going to have abundance with it. So it's got to be something like that. And knowing the blessings on the other side, you got to look at it like that. And the reward will be fulfillment of your heart's desires. You don't want to let the Lord know exactly, I want this person or that person or like this. You can't be like, you can't be so stiff-necked about it. Just give him a broad idea, because the Spirit knows exactly what you need. You don't. Maybe you want this person, that person, man. There might be this person, man, and they might be way better. And this person might be cursed. I'm just saying. Anything could be. I'm just using examples here. It could be whatever, but you don't want to get like pigeonholed or whatever you call it. Just be broad with it, because truly, you don't even know your heart's desires like God does. So you want to be more broad with it, be thankful, and you want to walk in it like it's already here. Not to where you're delusional, but with that stature will begin to come to you. What I'm saying is don't stop that. Don't hinder that. Let yourself receive it. Be open to it, and open to being it. Because before you get it, you will become it. And that's your preparation to not only receive it, but to, once it's in your grasp, to hang on to it, to hold it. To be abundant with it, but also to invest with it. To be abundant with it, but also have your plan in action. So you want to get your passion and start working on it and be in action of it. That's the other thing. You want to be in action of it. God ain't going to bless you because you're just entitled. I think a lot of people believe that God's just going to bless you because they see other people blessed and they look like they just got it for nothing. If you get it for nothing, or you steal it or lie and cheat for it, it ain't going to last. If you get it for nothing because you won it in a lottery, it's not going to last, because it's not blessed. It's not blessed because it's not going by these kind of principles that God has given us. He's given us kind of like a plan of action to some degree that will naturally take you on your path. But if it's not going to help anybody, it's not going to be fruitful. And if it does bring financial gain, you might lose your soul over it, or you're going to hate everybody around you. You're not going to get along in your family. You're not going to have peace. You're going to have health issues, or you're always going to be dealing with some sort of debacle, violence. That's not, I mean, financial gain is not everything. Not at all. A lot of times it's a curse because people want it and run after it for the wrong reason. It should be out of passion and passion to help others. You should have a plan in motion. When God gives you $100 million, $10 million, whatever, what are you going to do with it? Just sit on the couch? No, he ain't going to bless you like that. Truly, to be prosperous, to be having a legacy, y'all. You want to be fulfilled by your heart's desires, which would be a lot of times not wealth, but wealth will come. It will be wealth. Wealth will come, but that should be the last thing, really. It will be health and confidence and wisdom and wholeness and family and children and legacy and respect and humility is what you want to walk in. Preserve your humility, because without it, you're just a pompous, arrogant ass. You can get nothing done that way. You curse yourself, and it doesn't help anybody. And listen, so you will have peace and victory. And I want to say this, you will have clout. But when I talk about clout on here, it's not to chase clout so that you can have some title under you or title around you so you can abuse it, use it, and walk all over people with it. To use it to make money, and that's all. You will have clout because you have built it. You gain clout by people's respect for you, for the work that you put in. It's your blood, sweat, and tears. It's you investing. When you are passionate about something, you put your blood, sweat, and tears in it. And when you put your blood, sweat, and tears in it, that's what goes out. That's what emulates from you, and that's what engages with others. That's what they feel it. They experience it with you. And a business or anything that you do without that will fail. It's not, or it's just subpar. It's not going to have juice to have an effect. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Because if we don't do something about this world, it ain't going to be here much longer. And I know, the Lord's coming back or whatever. But you want to be blessed and be a blessing. It's got to be truth, and it's got to be good for all people, man. It can't be like destroy them and we'll win. No. Don't wait for it to come. Consider your options, because if you want to pick every single thing that you want, you're going to get some cursed items. Because you don't truly know your desires. Just be a little bit more broad with it. He wants to know your true desires. He does. But if you get too pinpoint with it, man, it's not good. Because you're kind of trying to limit God, and you're asking for something that might be a cursing on you, and you don't know any better, but he does. But this is what you keep bothering me about. And you don't want to really focus on the outcomes. That's the other thing. And that's something, these are things I have a problem with. We all have problems with, so whatever. But when you focus on the outcomes, you're limiting God as well. You can let him know to some degree what you would like, but not how you want it, how it has to be. And you want to walk in it. Walk in those characteristics. Walk in those attributes. Walk in that stature. Walk in that wisdom. And as you walk in that wisdom, it will occur in the physicality, because you will manifest it down here. And you want to keep your options left up to God. But let him know the description of what you desire, the character, the personality, the legacy that you would like. You want to leave, the relationship you would like. You want, and how you would like it to be. Type of abundance you would like. And what would you do with your freedom when you receive this abundance? How will you honor and bless the world in a good way, in a righteous way? How will you give back, and how will you show your worth that way? To be worthy to receive those things also means you have to give back through outreach, some sort of outreach. I mean, it could be in anthropology and a better way to to plant greenery or something. It could be in the ecology, is my point. It could be in anything, but it's got to have an effect where it helps and doesn't hurt. It brings freedom and not uh and not chains of bondage. It helps and it doesn't hurt. Yeah, for you to be just worthy to have it is to be an individual that's just privileged. So when you just want money, I want money, I deserve to get it, God's going to just bless me with it. You hear this in the church all the time. Well, God's going to bless me. What are you going to do with it? I'm just going to buy a bunch of big crappy stuff, man, and then what? Be hateful in it. That's not a blessing. So you want God to bless you, but you ain't blessing nobody. And it's not like you have to give your money away. It's to invest in something prosperous for yourself, but it's going to help the people, the community, the people around you be better off with you than without you. You're not just worthy to have it. That's privilege. That's narcissism. It's narcissism, entitlement, or the spoiled brat, victimhood mentality, and the exception from the rule. To think like that, God just gonna bless me because I deserve it. No, you have to first be focused on a mission or a goal, an idea, but not just an idea, but an idea in action, an idea to help others in a fresh new way from the inside, from within. This will be your passion, and that's how you will know. What is it that lights you up, that energizes you and fulfills you in life? Expand on that, and whether it brings money or not, continue. The money will come, and the abundance will come, but not until you're worthy to receive the abundance. Dedication, time, as you build your passion, you will be built into your healed self as well. It will be simultaneous expansion. It will be a passion. Because of passion, you will never quit because it fulfills you. It bears fruit, you see. You are investing fruit into it, and that is your energy. That energy of fruit-filled blood, sweat, and tears, that passion is a magnet for abundance. After you let God know what you would like, two things occur. You will go through a number of tests to get you there and to teach you how to hold on to it once you receive it. And second, you have to cut all toxic pathways. Thank you for watching.